Yo, how y'all doing today? Because I am doing pretty good. My glorious queen Hornet came back from the gas station with expired milk. Thank God. All jokes aside though, if you are watching this video, 9 times out of 10, you want to know if you should be a part of the crowd that believes this game is actually going to release this year, or the crowd that thinks all the odds are stacked up against Silksong and it's going to get delayed to like 2026 or something. Hopefully I can give you every major point of both sides of the argument and help you find your answer. And we're going to get the big one out of the way, okay? The fact that we got a release date way back in like what, 2022 during like some Xbox presentation for Game Pass, I believe. Well, I mean, here's the thing, bro. Delays indeed do happen. They initially planned to drop it Q1 of 2023 and they furthered development and saw that that was no longer possible, so they delayed the game, which is fine by me. We see what happens when games don't get delayed with Spider-Man 2. By far the only thing out of this entire situation that should even remotely frustrate you about this game's development is just the fact that Team Cherry was radio silent. Other than that, this is pretty par for the course. There's quite literally no solid argument about this game not coming out this year except for the fact that Xbox said 2023, then Team Cherry said they're delaying the game. That's it. We got a small bit of new footage. We got new screenshots showing that previous areas that we saw before have been getting development steadily. And we know the AMCI event is happening in September and Silksong will be there. Now, one key detail about the AMCI event is that when games are shown there, when there's like a gaming exhibition there, every single game they have shown has been previously released. They have never shown a game that's still in development that hasn't released at the AMCI event. As always, things are subject to change, but this just further points to the game actually dropping this year. Oh, and we also got some cool new key art for Silksong as well. And this was shown like immediately after the presentation. Also, can we talk about how like Silksong being shown in the Xbox presentation is just not remotely similar to it being in the Nintendo Direct for the upcoming console? And it would be one thing if we just saw the same footage regurgitated, but we saw new footage of areas we know in an entirely new area with, you know, slope physics now. Do people now understand how they coded in slope physics? Like, that requires a lot of effort. Like at first glance, it might seem like I'm glazing, but that is actually insane. But let me keep it professional. Back to serious calculated canon. And this one, I admit, this one's just a little bit of personal opinion, but I feel like a Nintendo account on Twitter posting about Silksong actually releasing this year means a little bit more than an Xbox account. And I'm not using that as a major point or anything. I just want to put that out there because that's just my opinion personally. I feel like Nintendo is a bit more like picky with what they choose to actually say about certain games, specifically third-party games and especially indie games. So that definitely felt like a bit of a bonus for me. Generally, all of the arguments for Silksong not dropping in 2025 just boil down to the game was delayed before cope, which is mainly probably just people, you know, trolling Silksong fans, because I'm not gonna lie, every time there was like a presentation for anything, people were obnoxious. I can't wait for the game to actually drop, so instead of people spamming where's Silksong, they'll go back to spamming where's KH4. And then if you get a KH4 teaser, then people are just gonna spam where's Dragon Quest. No matter what you do, you cannot escape the loop of anticipating a game. But at the end of the day, remember this, bro. Regardless of anything I've said, regardless of any evidence pointing to the game dropping in 2025, always still keep a grain of salt, because Team Cherry has not announced a definitive release date for this game and the Steam store still says to be announced. So while I don't think this game will ever be canceled, a delay is still on the table until we get an official release date from Team Cherry. So all we can do right now is just wait patiently and dissect every bit of footage we've gotten pixel by pixel. I really appreciate how much more vibrant the game looks now. And I really appreciate that they made certain areas feel a little less cluttered and a bit more open, because one thing I did notice that really wasn't a problem back then, but now that I'm seeing it now, it's much better now, because certain areas did look a little bit more busy. And if you want a full deep analyzation into like all the new stuff that we've gotten from this game, you can watch Mossbag's video. I'll link it in the description for your convenience. But bro, also at the Triple I initiative, we got to see Katana Zero, and they have been cooking like crazy. This story is gonna be so expansive, and it looks like we're gonna see like a new Chronos ability too. So let me get this straight, right? First, we see new Tomodachi Life. Then we see new Deltarune. Then we see new Silksong. Then we see new Katana Zero. what type of timeline are we in? And then I get to see my glorious manga Gachiaka get an adaptation. And the creator of Cowboy Bebop is making Lazarus. All I'm missing is a beta announcement for Combo Doubles, and this will be the craziest news sweep I've ever seen. But I think this is a good spot to call it, right? Quick little debrief vid. It was fun chatting with y'all for a little bit. And can I offer you in joining the official Canon Core Discord server? Link in the description. We have crab legs and Silksong coat. I'm serious about that Combo Doubles beta announcement though. Like, bro, I'm praying that if it's like a closed exclusive beta, please give me a key. I will give you the best footage. Bar none. But for now, play my outro.